We don't want you going to jail, taking a risk while you're driving, get pulled over, and they run your tags or run your driver license number and see that you have a warrant, and you have to go to the county jail. Excuse me. So we want to help you with those, and so um, we've also helped people with court fees and fines. Sometimes we know court fees and fines can be very, very expensive and hard for individuals to pay that. And so we were able to reduce some court fees and fines and help some people that really was in a financial need, but yet still wanted to follow their due diligence and get things done with the courts. And obviously, especially with those that have felonies, we were able to help people get their conviction set aside. We were able to help people that have weren't able to vote, them disenfranchised in the state of Arizona because they have a felony, and so we were able to help people get their rights back restored to be able to vote. And most definitely, you have a marijuana conviction. We're able to help you with that as well to get your marijuana conviction expunged and sealed from your background. So there's many opportunities, and so there's nothing like our organization. There's nothing like our expo. It is a real one-stop shop where we have the city courts, justice courts, superior courts, juvenile courts, plus public defender and public defenders and our state attorney's office all come together to help people who've been formerly incarcerated or could be incarcerated to stop you from being incarcerated. Plus, we have many other vendors and partners as far as with mental health, behavioral health, primary care. Second Chance partner with us to help people with felony backgrounds and background issues to be able to get a job and things of that nature. So, yes, there's so much that we offer to help individuals to get on their feet. And so we are excited again to be with you on this week. Thank you for the letters that's been coming in. We've been getting a lot of letters from those that are incarcerated, and I really appreciate you for reaching out. This show is for you, and so I don't want you to feel ashamed to write me. I don't want you to feel ashamed to reach out to me. This is what we're here. We're here to tell your story. We're here to let society know that you are human. And we want to humanize those that are in jail or in prison. They are human. And many of those belong to families. Their sons and daughters, nieces and nephews, and grandkids and granddaughters, and parents that are incarcerated. And they have family members, and they have feelings. And they are a somebody. Yes, I said they are somebody. Yeah, but they did this. They still a somebody. Yeah, but they did that. They are still a somebody. And if you're listening and you are incarcerated, or somehow you listen to the show and you're in prison or in the penitentiary or in the county jail, let me tell you, you are a somebody. And just because you've made a few mistakes in your life does not mean that you should not be loved. It does not mean that you should not be cared about. It does not mean that your interest should not be important to as others. You are human, and we have to humanize those that are incarcerated. They are people too, and they have many family members that love them as well. So again, thank you for those that took the time out to write me and contact me and tell your story. One gentleman that wrote me, his name is John Osborne, and another gentleman that took the time to write me is Frederick Mason. Let me tell you, Dr. Holt really appreciate your letters and the things that you have that you wrote about in those letters. I most definitely I take that into consideration. Thank you for your time and your support to reach out to me. I just was informed as well that there are those that may be incarcerated that have technology, that have some tablets where they can communicate and they can write and things of that nature. So if that's so, that is really good. Please continue to write me to. Please continue to reach out to me. I have a new email designated for this show called the Fresh Start Show at gmail.com. The Fresh Start Show at gmail.com. It's spelled exactly how it sounds. the Fresh Start Show at gmail.com. If you want to write me, and I get it, some wrote me through pen and paper, and you can continue to do it the old school way if you want. But now you have an email if you want to reach me, which would be more convenient and more quicker for me to get your message. If you want to email me, please feel free to email me at the Fresh Start Show at gmail.com. I will be looking for your email, and I'll be most definitely looking forward to connect with you. I think it's an honor to connect with you, and please tell me your story. Tell me how you're doing. Tell me what your plans is once you are released from prison, and hopefully we can be able to help you in October if you're coming out soon. Or we will be having another Fresh Start event for October 2023 for those that may be released on next year. For those right now that are needing some help and some needs, if you have a background issues because you've been formerly incarcerated and you have a felony, I want to connect you with a good brother in the community who has partnered with me. His name is Andy Silverman, and he's a professor emeritus of law. So he used to be a law professor for UA. But yet he's still doing some great things in the community, and we are partners together. And I want you to contact him, or if you have a family member, maybe it's a family, maybe it's your son, maybe it's your daughter, maybe it's your cousin, maybe it's your brother, sister, maybe it's your grandchild, or maybe it's even your parent that may have been incarcerated, and you're listening to the show and you know they need to be connecting with someone to start getting the ball rolling. Listen, contact my friend. His name is Professor Andy Silverman, and his phone number is area code 520-306-0298. That is 520-306-0298. And what they do is during the year until we get to October, Andy is already doing something similar to our event, but just at a smaller level. And he's helping individuals to get theirs right. He does a civil rights restoration clinic. And what that is pretty much is if you have a felony in his background, let me tell you, you not only have a problem getting a job and getting housing, but you can't vote in the state of Arizona. There's a felony disenfranchisement law in our state in regards to people who have been formerly incarcerated with a felony background. And so, but you can get your voters' right restored. That's the thing that a lot of people don't know. We have around 200,000 people in Arizona that cannot vote because of the fact that they have a felony background, and many of them don't know that there is a pathway for you to get your voters' rights restored. Just because you got a felony and you can't vote now does not mean that you cannot go back and get your voters' rights restored. Let me tell you, Dr. Holt is telling you right now, it ain't over until it's over. And if you're still breathing, you have a chance to get your life back in order. Don't let a no, don't let a rejection discourage you about a job, about getting housing, or about opening your business, or about being an entrepreneur. You can do all of those things. Some things may be delayed. That's just how our system is. But it does not have to be a total denial. Let me say it again. Things will sometimes be delayed because of your conviction record and because of your felony. But don't be dismayed, nor be disappointed and give up, because a delay doesn't mean it's a denial. Okay, so you still have to do your due diligence. You still have to do the things that you need to do to turn your life around. So please contact Andy. He'll be able to help you to get your rights back restored. He'll help you to get your conviction set aside. These are all the services we're going to be doing in October, but I get it. Some people need some services right now in June. And so if that is you, I want you to be contacting my good friend. His name is Andy Silverman. He's going to help you to work on those things. And one of the things that people also need to know is if you need to get your voters' rights restored, and you need to get your conviction set aside, there's one big criteria that a lot of people don't know that you have to do first. So please hear me clearly. What you need to do first is, if you completed your sentence, you need to contact Arizona Department of Corrections and ask for a request for the certificate of absolute discharge. Certificate of absolute discharge. Once you got the certificate of absolute discharge in your hand, now Andy Silverman and his legal team will be able to assist you to start the process of getting your voter's right restored and get your conviction set aside. So that's what a lot of people don't know. So I'm telling you this for free. Please, please, please. And hopefully we don't have attorneys charged. I've heard people being charged for this information. This is free information. This should not have a cost to you. Okay, no one should be charging you to get this kind of information. And there are some people I've heard, some attorneys charging certain people to get their certificate of absolute discharge. You can do that on your own for free. All you have to do is go to the website of DOC or give them a call in Phoenix, look up the number in Google, and let them know that you have completed your sentence, you're not on parole, you're absolutely done, and ask for a certificate of absolute discharge. Once you get that certificate in your hand, how long does that take for me to get? Usually it takes about 2 or 3 weeks. And so that's why you just can't go down to Andy's office and get help. You have to have that certificate first. Please make sure you do that. And it takes about 2 or 3 weeks for you to get it. Once you get it, then you can call Andy again at this number, area code 520-306-0298, and they're going to be able to help you. Okay, so please make sure that we're doing what we need to do so that we can help you to get your life turned around. Listen, there's still hope, so don't give up. Also, the Fresh Start, we know about the actual event in October, but guess what? Got good news, because I know a lot of people say, how can I help? Well, one of the big things you can help is donate some money. It takes money to help people, and I need some money. Let me say that again. I am not too proud to ask. I have a nonprofit, and it takes money to be able to help all of my friends that's been in prison. Okay, and don't you want to help somebody that is really serious, that want to get back on their feet and take care of their family and go back to school and take some classes and some courses? Yeah, so help me help my community. Help me. I need you to help me help my city and help communities and families. And I need your help. And so I'm having a Fresh Start fundraiser breakfast. It's going to be on Friday, August 19th. It's going to be at the St. Andrew's Presbyterian Church, the address. You can look it up on the address, and we look forward to seeing you at this event. Is going to be at the St. Andrew's Presbyterian Church, and the event starts at 7 a.m. Well, we check in at 7 a.m. The event is going to be from 7:30 to 9 a.m. And our keynote speaker is going to be our Pima County Attorney, Laura Conover. And so we're excited. And if you want to sponsor a table of 8, it'd be $250. And if you're just coming by yourself and as an individual, our ticket is going to be $35. Listen, that all of that money is going to be able to help so many people. If you are an organization that wants to sponsor a table, please reach out to me. Email me at thefreshstartshow@gmail.com. and we can get you set up. And also, if you have any more detailed events, I want you to contact our fundraiser coordinator. Her name is Jennifer Fishencourt. We call her J Fish. Her email is jfish@eventsbyjfish.com. That's jfish@eventsbyjfish.com. So please reach out. We're looking forward to this great event. And her number, if you want more details about the event, is area code 520-260-0028. That's 260-0028. That's our fundraiser coordinator for the event. Her name is Jay Fish. She's a really good person. If you want more information, you want to get tables. She know more of the event than I do. She's really helping us to make this happen, to get some money so we can help people who's been formerly incarcerated. And so this is a great cause. If you ever said you want to give for a cause that's bigger than yourself, then this is it. And so we're going to be having the fundraiser breakfast, the Fresh Start fundraiser breakfast on Friday, August 19th at the St. Andrew's Presbyterian Church here in Tucson, Arizona. And we start from 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. So listen, we gave you some great information out there. If you want to give, I'm also looking for sponsors. And so you think this is a great show that you want to put your business on, local business, mom and pop shops, organizations, or individuals who are about the cause of empowering the community and passionate about reentry and helping people get back on their feet, and you're about restorative justice, then you want to give me a call. Reach out to me. If you want to reach me, you can reach me at area code 520-595-8885. That's my business number. Feel free to give me a call so we can talk again. So the Fresh Start Show is also looking for sponsorships. Yes, well, that's definitely. If you want a quick commercial, you want some broadcasting about your business on our show, which is a great station at the 106 The Groove. There many people are listening on this station, and so you get a lot of good advertisement. Most definitely reach out to me. Email me at the Fresh Start Show at gmail.com. freshstartshow@gmail.com. Listen, again, we have so much work to do. We have so much work to do. And we're praying for our nation. Our nation is really going through some tough times with a lot of gun violence, and a lot of lives have been lost to mass shootings over in Adobe, Texas, and from Buffalo to Sacramento. There's so many now that you can't even name them all. So I'm just asking that we just continue to offer our thoughts and prayers to many of the families that have lost their loved ones. But more importantly, we do have to do more than just offer thoughts and prayers. We do have to be a community of action, and we need to have a plan of action. And so we have to do something, and people who are in authority and politicians who are in power need to do all they can to protect our community, and most definitely to protect our babies. And most definitely, I believe that if we are standing up to protect our babies, doesn't necessarily mean we are infringing on the rights, our Second Amendments, but we can have some common sense legislation to where we do both. We protect our Second Amendment rights, but at the same time, we protect those in our communities and our children in elementary school. Second graders should not have PTSD going to school. Fourth graders should not have paranoia for going to school. And as a mental health doctor, I would tell you, even though they're going to school, if they're so concerned about safety, then they don't have a lot of cognition in the prefrontal cortex in the first place to have academic learning. So we must be able to protect our babies, protect our families, and protect our communities. And so it is my hope and prayer that our members of Congress, from House to Senate, come together with a good comprehensive plan that makes sense to help us stay safe. So we don't have much time left, but listen, it's been great. I hope this is some great information for you. I am so excited for you. I want you to be encouraged to keep pressing on. If you are in prison, do not give up. I don't care what people say. I don't care what's going on in our nation. There is still hope. You keep your hope alive. Do not let your dreams die because of a mistake. Do not let your vision die because of a mistake. Do not let your passion dry out because of your mistake. And don't allow your joy to dry out because of mistake. If you are still alive, if you've been blessed to still be in the land of the living, you have a great chance to start all over again. Do not throw in the towel. Do not wave the flag of surrender on your dreams. If you are alive, you still have a great chance to turn your life around. Did I say it was going to be easy? No. Did I say that it'd be like peaches and cream? No. Did I say that you will not have rejection at times? And did I just say that you won't have obstacles and adversities at times? No. But if you continue to apply yourself, if you continue to keep the faith, if you continue to do not lose hope in times of storms and adversities, you will make it. You will make it. Listen, if you're listening to this show, and wherever you may be, I am here to speak life into your situation, to continue to keep your head up. You square those shoulders and you pull them britches up and you keep moving forward. The only people who don't have a second chance to turn things around are people who have died. If you are alive and breathing, you can make it. So listen, this is Dr. Holt. Again, we had a wonderful session with you on today. Continue to keep listening to the show every Saturday at 7:30. Signing out, this is Dr. Holt, Fresh Start. Have a wonderful weekend and God bless.